So, what will we get out of all of that? Governments will grow in an understanding of what it will take to actually make changes to ensure that young people have a share in the economic and civic life of their country. Because that's what workers will be doing. Governments will understand the sort of resources that are required and the impact of those resources. You know, youth workers are a fantastic testament to the difference that work with young people can make, because they are there. They are proving, they are having evidence base, they are showing the difference. They are taking a piece of the dollar and they're saying, this is what we are doing, this is the outcome. They're a fantastic testament for what a government slice of the pie will buy. And every government I know wants to talk about what we would call in Australia as bang for the buck. I'm sure it's a pretty universal term.
Will the passion you have go? You see, this is why this is so important, because for many of us, I was also a youth once, when you transition out, you still have that fire. But you can find a space or a profession within the context of youth work that allows you to still support and engage young people in a very professional way as other professionals would. So this is why this session is so important, because you may not be a youth forever. You will not be. I know we all want to be, but in a few years you're going to, and that passion is still going to be burning in your heart.
Professor Robin has already indicated or actually went into details in defining what youth work is. So I'm not going to spend much time doing that. But what I want to actually allude to is that youth work is not entrepreneurship, because when people actually talk about youth work, many people think that is about young people.
It is our responsibility to promote core Commonwealth values such as citizenship, human rights, participation, empowerment, pluralism and equity. And also we have to work towards elimination of all forms of discrimination, which is now being used as a political tool to retain power in some countries. We have to enable, ensure and empower youth to work towards achieving the above-mentioned values for the well-being while assuring their contribution to the gross national product.
That many years of experience of youth work are not considered as many 8 years of experience. So how could we, as a protocol, can convert these years of youth work and years of experience for official labor market, also called official labor markets?
And let's talk about the question of the National Youth Council. The Youth Council and Commonwealth Youth Council should call out for better standards for young people. That's one way to force the issue. If you are calling out for better standards, you should have a young person where there's a breach of confidentiality when you're working with them. You should have human rights practice. If you see cases where the youth work participation law is not in practice, call out to government for better standards. And that will in turn force youth workers to get their act together through the associations and so on. That's one way that actually causes people.
In the sense that, we all assume that youth workers should spend their entire time being a youth worker, youth activist, spending their time in an NGO or INGO. I know you were talking about the professionalizing it, and that is a profession in itself.
I've been speaking for the promotion of youth work, and I've been shouting in my country because I work for the sports. When there is a sporting events, it is so cool to the youths. But when there is a youth event, people are like, so we have to make it with the youths. We have to engage the youths for more participation, like the way they want. See, if you guys have a look, then everybody is online right now.
Just for you, knowledge is external, wisdom is internal. Knowledge is information that is out there. You, my dear friend from Sri Lanka, are multitasking. You are absorbing a lot of knowledge. However, wisdom comes from within. It is innate and it comes over time. So don't be in a hurry to become wise. Gain a lot of knowledge, multitask, etc.
All the good work, I'm concerned in youth work. My concern lies where we a lot of people who are passionate about youth work in spaces where young people exist.
What is the real physical thing? How do we lobby the government when we find it so difficult to even lobby them? To even see them is a problem. How do we lobby them to come to our mind? Thank you.
So the majority of these workers will always be volunteers in scout leaders or will be working part, kind of in their evenings. How does it reach out and bridge that gap between the professional class and the amateur class? And
so I think it's really important that we have stepping stones and baselines for all of those. And my country is, working with children's check and administrative process.
So Lloyd's question about the profession is actually is trying to inculcate a professional practice. So youth workers need to, for example, show up on time when they are planning to meet.
As I told you earlier, those who didn't register yourself, please go to the CY Secretariat, which is in front of the restaurant, and register yourself.